Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Patrick Bravo, and I am the Executive Director for the Summit County Land Bank. And on behalf of the Land Bank and the community of Boston Heights, I want to thank you all for joining us today on this beautiful, sunny, and very warm Ohio March 31st as we head into spring. We're going to kick off the demolition of the structure behind me, the Norwood Inn, a very storied history. I love hearing all of the stories, all of the community connections from over the years that this building has served in this community. I'm going to be serving as your MC today, guiding you through a few brief remarks from some of our stakeholders, followed by some photo opportunities, and finally a countdown to begin the demolition, which is a long time coming. After the ceremony, Mayor Ron Antal has kindly invited everyone to the Village Hall for some refreshments and some networking, so we'd love for you to join us over there. I want to point out a few dignitaries, friends, partners that have joined us here today. From my board, Rita Darrow, Summit County Councilperson and a member of my board of directors, Shorter Griffin, who is a Barberton City Councilperson and a member of my board, also George Beckham, a Coventry Township trustee and a member of my board. Former Mayor Bill Gonsi is here with us today. Northfield Center Township trustee Rich Reville is here today. I also want to thank our first responders, our members of our community, and our media partners for coming out today to help us kick this off. Now for a few remarks. Our first speaker is a dedicated leader who has helped to push this project forward and continues to support progress here in his community. Please welcome Village of Boston Heights Mayor Ron Antal.
Thank you everyone for coming today. This really is a momentous occasion for us. It's actually been since 2019 that this process really started, when we were first informed by the Norwood that they would be closing. And at that time, I said that we're going to be closed for a couple of months and then opening soon. And that never really happened. So that's when the process really started. I'd like to thank our village council and our village council president, Dave Macarone, and former mayor Bill Gonsi, who have really been instrumental in helping start this process and really bring it to the place where it is. As this approached today, I was struck by just how many people had stories. They either worked at the hotel, they got married, had their reception here. A lot really also went to prom and homecoming, and there's just been so many memories for the hotel. So while it's kind of a sad day that we're tearing it down, I don't think any of us in the Village of Boston Heights are all that sad that it's finally coming down, because it's taken quite a long time to do it. And we'd like to thank so many people, such as the Land Bank, who were involved, and Representative Romer, and everyone really has been in Kristen Scalise's office. So there's just so many people that are involved. I'm sure I'll miss some of them, but I want to say thank you, and we're really looking forward to this process moving forward.
No one has helped to guide the work and lead the efforts of the Summit County Land Bank more than Summit County Fiscal Officer Kristen Scalise, who chairs my board of directors. The Summit County Fiscal Office has played a key role in maintaining the county's financial stability and helping to advance projects like this throughout the region. Please welcome Summit County Fiscal Office Assistant Chief of Staff Joe Fantozzi for a few remarks on behalf of Kristen.
Thank you. Fiscal Officer Scalise couldn't be here today. She's feeling under the weather, so she asked me to pitch in here for her. On behalf of the Land Bank, Chairwoman Kristen Scalise, and the Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome you all here today as we celebrate yet another milestone in our ongoing efforts to revitalize Summit County, the demolition of the long vacant Norwood Inn. Through the collaborative efforts of the Village of Boston Heights, Mayor Ron Antal, and the Summit County Land Bank, we secured an $885,000 grant from the state of Ohio. This funding will cover the cost of abatement and demolition, turning what was once an eyesore into a new opportunity. I'd like to thank Mayor Antal and the Village of Boston Heights for their unwavering commitment commitment to this project, as well as the Ohio Department of Development for its ongoing support, along with the tireless efforts of Patrick Bravo, our Executive Director. With continued collaboration in projects such as this, we uphold our mission in revitalizing neighborhoods across Summit County. Congratulations again, Mayor Angel. Thank you.
Now look, the work that we do every day could not be done without our partners, without a couple of partners. One of those is the Ohio Department of Development, and you're going to hear from one of their representatives in just a few moments. But even bigger than that is our partnership with the state of Ohio, and our partnership and our deep our deep connections that we have with the legislature, whose funding and support makes everything that we do possible. And so I want to welcome Representative Bill Romer of Ohio's 31st House District here to the podium to give a few remarks and to thank him personally for his support. I know he is a champion for our communities here in Summit County, and he's been a strong partner and ally for the land banks. Thank you, Bill.
Thanks so much, Patrick. I appreciate it. This really is, as Mayor Antle said, a momentous day. It was about 50 degrees warmer and a year and a half ago when Mayor Gonsi, Marshall Pitchford, the solicitor, and myself, we actually toured Norwood, and we said we need to really come to a plan to get this out of here, to revitalize this area of Boston Heights, and to bring economic development. And you know, Mayor Antle mentioned that people have lots of stories. I was director of sales for AT&T. The building just to the south, which is not being knocked down, was the AT&T Training Center. It's now been revitalized. There's a number of attorneys working there right now. So it's great to see this happen. This has been a tremendous eyesore. People have reached out to me for a long time. I know the revitalization will bring tax revenues to Summit County and to Boston Heights. It's been wonderful to be here, and thank you so much, folks.
Next is Council President Rita Darrow, who has been a consistent advocate for progress in this community and has supported efforts like this from the start. She also happens to serve on the Summit County Land Bank Board of Directors, so please welcome one of my biggest supporters, Rita Darrow.
Thanks everybody for being here. You know, I served Boston Heights the last term from 2020 to 2024. And I know that this building here behind us has, I've gotten a lot of phone calls. There's been a lot of meetings regarding the building behind us. And, you know, I think back before I even served on county council, before I won in 2020, I remember how important it was that when Costco came in, and how county council worked endlessly and with other members of the executive branch and everything to bring in sewer and water here into this area. And you know, and I will continue to fight for that so that the businesses coming forward won't have to worry about that. So that's one of the things I would like to continue to work on, is so that you can have businesses here. And this is for the residents today. I know the residents worked very hard, and the businesses to help bring this building down. So thank you.
Thank you. The demolition of Norwood Inn was made possible through the Building Demolition and Site Revitalization Program through legislation that was forwarded by the General Assembly, and that program lives with the Ohio Department of Development. We've been operating that program through the Summit County Land Bank for the last 4 years. It's been a really successful partnership between the state and local and nonprofit level to allow communities to address abandoned, blighted properties and move community and economic development initiatives forward. And we could not do that without the strong support of the Ohio Department of Development. And so today I'd like you to welcome Scott Ryan, Chief of Community Engagement with ODOD, for a few quick remarks. And after that, we're going to get started with the demo.
Thanks so much. It really is my pleasure to be here today. As was said, my name is Scott Ryan. I'm our director, Lydia Mahalik, who could not be here today, but certainly sends her best wishes, and then tangentially representing the Dwayne Mental Trestle Administration in implementing this program. It certainly is an exciting day here in Boston Heights and in Summit County. Taking a property like this that's not currently useful and the vision of what it can be is certainly exciting for all of us, and we're so thrilled to be a part of it. I really want to thank everybody here. A lot of folks have been mentioned, but certainly Representative Romer, my former colleague, Senator Rogner, and the General Assembly for funding the site demolition and revitalization program that we administer at Department of Development. I think the best outcomes of your taxpayer money come when all facets of government work together, and this is certainly an example of that. And thanks to the local leadership, mayor, council, township trustees, certainly the Summit County Land Bank, all that are involved in this for working together to improve communities all across Ohio, whether it's Ashtabula, Bellefontaine, Dayton, Niles, Toledo, or here today in Boston Heights. This program is really stretching from border to border in Ohio, and it's just such an exciting time to come out and see it beginning. And I personally can't wait to come back when there's something occupied here that people are using, enjoying, and generating tax dollars for all of you. So really, thanks again to the elected leadership for determining this site, and on behalf of the Department of Development, we're just thrilled to be a part of it. And I will stop talking because it's cold, and thanks. Thrilled to be here. Take care.
Thank you, Scott. And you bring up a good point. I hope that we can get you all back out here when there's something to celebrate here once this building is gone. So thank you. And not to be undersold, the Ohio Department of Development, the state legislature, I mean, they have invested direct investments of $1.5 billion through building demolition, brownfield remediation, and the Welcome Home Ohio program in the last couple of years, and we can't thank them enough. So Representative Romer, I hope you'll share our thanks down in Columbus. Scott, I hope you'll share our thanks to Lydia and the team at ODOD. We're very pleased with that. And for, not for any of our media later, but if you want to talk to anybody, we've got some neighbors here, Tom, who have worked and sort of lived next to this building for a long time. And so I hope that you get to talk to him and find out what maybe this means to some of the people who have kind of worked next to this eyesore for the last couple of years. So we're going to take just about 5 minutes for some photo opportunities. I think we're going to do that right back here. Yep. So if you're interested, we're going to follow Tyron. After that, I think we have someone that's going to lead us in a countdown for the demolition. So thank you very much.
All right, folks. Once again, we are live and we are here in Norwood Inn. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. And we are in Boston Heights, which this has changed hands many times over the years. I believe the history is very extensive. You can look it up. But here's the old Norwood. Pretty sure I've DJ'd a few weddings here over the years. I think at some point it was a Holiday Inn. We'll show you okay, you see a lot of glass windows are busted out. That's an entire room window open right there. I can see the doorway. The doorway's open to the hallway there. But yeah, this has fallen into disrepair over the years. We'll go take a look back here real quick. Look at these windows all busted open. There's still furniture inside. Busted out. You can tell people probably busted into steel wiring. Look at that. Full bedding still sitting there. Beds and desks and light fixtures. Just, it's like, look at that. Those beds are still set up. You can see here's the back end of the what would be the kitchen area to the banquet facility portion. How you doing, man? Yeah, that's what I figured. It's a kitchen. Because I remember years ago, I could have swore I DJ'd here a few times. A couple weddings. Because it used to be a Holiday Inn at some point, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not wandering back there. I'm just showing.
I just want to make sure you're out of the way.
No.
The mayor goes through.
My thought is I'll just be like right in this area to film back here. Is that cool? All right. So one of the folks that is working the demo just said hey. But yeah, that's the kitchen area for sure. Back there. All the equipment just piled out. You can see all the folks that are here. Lots of folks came for this today. And you can see here's the demo set up. I'll back up so I'm at a safe distance. When we get home, we'll download this whole video and then turn it into a short, so that just shows the demolition portion. Folks are starting to walk over now.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lots of times, folks will ask, why did they wet it down? When you do a demo, there's a lot of construction materials that are all in there, and it helps to reduces all of the dust. See the ductwork up above. See the light fixtures coming down. It looks like there's a unit on the roof. Just to let everybody know, the company that is doing the demo is Bertolini. So I just checked with the foreman over here. All right, so we've got a post up previous to this one. It says Norwood Inn, share your stories. As they mentioned, there's a lot of history in this building, and unfortunately, it was closed in 2019, as you heard earlier, and they never reopened. So they've been working to get it torn down to reuse the space, and that's what's happening now. So that concludes our coverage for today. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, like I said, when we're back in the office, we will take this whole video down and just do a short video of the demolition portion. All right? That's all we got. Take care, folks. Be safe out there. It's spring. Someday it's going to warm up, but today is not that day. Take care, folks. We'll see everybody, and everybody out there, say goodnight, Shirley.